Bottom line is we're gonna make you a better person. You're gonna be healthier and fitter than you were before.
Hi. Sorry. It's lunchtime. That chicken never saw it coming. Hi. Welcome to our studios on the 7th floor of the DNA building in Hagutney, Guam. I'm Troy Torres, slamming down 6-piece hot wings from KFC for lunch. Thanks for joining us.
You know why they said eggs is going up?
Eggs is going up? Why?
Because they identify as roosters. The hens.
Johnny said, you know why the price of eggs are going up? Like, why? Because they've been identifying as roosters, not hens. America. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Yesterday, Governor Arnold Palacios and Lieutenant Governor David Apatang announced a significant portion of their cabinet, and among those is former Representative Christina Sablan, who is filling the position of Governor's Senior Policy Advisor, which is, I believe, number 2 right after Chief of Staff. I don't know that there's a Chief of Staff to the Governor right now. So as far as we know, Governor Palacios' Chief Advisor is Christina Sablan, and his chief advisor is working for free. We found out today from Ms. Sablan that she is not taking a paycheck, and it's because the government is so broke, it's unbelievable, but I just want to help. That's a direct quote from Ms. Sablan about the reason she's not taking a paycheck, which according to Commonwealth law, that position is set at $54,000. You'll see in our story after the live, you'll be able to read it. Comments from Ms. Sablan, from Senator Celina Babauta, from House Speaker Edmund Villagomez, and we just got, while we were going live, we got a statement from Senate President Edith De Leon Guerrero about the fiscal situation in the Commonwealth, and also a couple of letters that she has sent regarding the Senate's support of for the administration in the way of controlling the fiscal crisis. Now, the fiscal crisis is so bad, according to Ms. Sablan, that she's not going to take a paycheck. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because there have been comments since yesterday's announcement. I guess there are people who have helped Mr. Palacios and Mr. Apatang during the campaign, and maybe they thought that they were going to be appointed into certain positions or be able to secure some sort of government employment, maybe a pay raise. I'm not sure. But there are a couple of things to be said about that. One is that the governor and lieutenant governor are not done filling their cabinet. That's one. And so, you know, if I were you, if you were one of those people, it's understandable how you feel. You work very hard during a campaign. You are competent in whatever position that you want. You believe that you could do a much better job than the last guy in the Torres administration. All good and well. The governor has not yet filled his entire cabinet. But probably more importantly is that there are just not enough fiscal resources in order to sort of scratch everyone's back. The governor himself walked into a governor's office that was already $1.4 million in deficit for the first quarter alone. This is the mess Governor Ralph Torres left behind. And in terms of, you know, the possibility of hiring or promotions or increases in pay, you know, the citizenry is witnessing right now a government where it is necessary for cuts to occur. And in a January 23 letter to all agency heads in the Commonwealth government, Governor Palacios and Lieutenant Governor Apatang, they ordered that notices of termination be sent out to ARPA-funded accepted service employees, accepted service contract employees throughout the Commonwealth government. And then for everybody else, even if you are considered an essential employee, there's going to have to be a write-up from all of the employees about, you know, why they should keep their job, why their position should be retained, and also help to the administration in identifying funding sources to continue the payment of their payroll. This is the situation that the Commonwealth government is facing. And, you know, you talk about lead by example, right? First, you have Governor Palacios and Lieutenant Governor Apatang working on a bare bones budget and not filling every single position and not giving out pay raises. As a matter of fact, they're cutting. And then you have their senior policy advisor, Christina Sablan, who is not going to take she's going to work for free. And remember, the last person who held this position not only got $54,000 a year, as the statute prescribes, but also, and this is it's a point of contention that I think is being taken through the courts now, received overtime payments and other sort of payments that increase the salary. And you put this in the context of everything that happened in the last year prior to Governor Palacios taking office, where you saw the millions of dollars being expended that benefited cronies of the Torres administration to the tune of $250,000 apiece, $200,000, $150,000, $175,000, $50,000, $100,000, $125,000 to people who are just connected to the Torres administration and to, you know, the Secretary of Finance at the time. All of that money being let out. You saw the raises that were given to, what was that office? It was Randall Pangalinan's office. It was the Youth Affairs office, if I'm not mistaken, or it was one of those offices where they got a secret and quiet pay raise. And even some of the employees were like, you know, we don't think that this is fair. We don't think that this is right, because they understood what the fiscal situation is in the Commonwealth government. Then you had Governor Torres professing to everyone, and it was a lie, that he had gotten rid of the deficit. that there was ARPA funding for people, that they were going to continue all of these different programs to help people out. All of it in a vain attempt to be reelected, and thankfully he wasn't, because look at the situation that we're in now. Pardon me, I'm not a resident of the CNMI. Look at the situation that the people of the Commonwealth are in now, where you have it's just so untenable that you have to terminate employees, or you can't pay your top assistant or your top advisor. I'm sure the governor wants to pay her, but Ms. Sablan is like, no thank you, Commonwealth first. Imagine if that kind of attitude was employed during the 7 years of the Torres administration, with all of that money that came in from the federal government to save the Commonwealth, with all of the tax dollars that the public had paid from their paychecks over those 7 years, with all of the money that was paid by the casino in the early years of the casino. If it hadn't been squandered by Governor Torres, this would not be the situation today. It really wouldn't. It's just such a sad situation, and it's such a sad commentary on corruption, and how when you let just a little bit of it slide, that's that slippery slope, that by the time you get to the bottom of the mountain, it's avalanched into something that you just cannot control, and it destroys the city. We'll have more about this in the website version of this story, including actions by the House and the Senate to assist the Palacios administration. But we wanted to be able to report to you first that former Representative Tina Sablan, someone who puts country first before herself, is working for you in the Commonwealth for free. No charge to you at all, the taxpayer. She's not going to take first-class travel like Governor Ralph Torres did, and she's not going to put any undue burdens on the already stressed-out Governor Arnold Palacios, who is just trying to save the ship of state that Governor Ralph Torres ran to the ground. For Kandit News, I'm Troy Torres. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Go get your KFC and your 76 Circle. My hot coffee. Yeah. I have a question before we get off the air. And maybe, Eric, is your microphone on? No? Are you able to turn your microphone on? Or is that going to take a while? Okay, never mind. My question, but can Johnny come over here?
No.
Johnny doesn't want to come over here. She doesn't feel good. When you guys eat chicken wings or chicken, do you eat it all the way to the bone, or do you leave stuff?
No, I eat
No,
it all.
I don't do that, but that's gross.
That's gross? You do that? You do that? This poor chicken never saw it coming. I don't like to waste, That's what I'm saying. Oh, here, I have another question. And I know this is going to piss off some people, especially a couple of my friends. Is it better when you throw a party, when you have a barbecue or something, is it better to have more food than is necessary?
Yes.
Is it better to have that? Both Johnny and Eric are saying yes. Or is it better to run out and not waste any food?
I'm talking, okay, right? My answer there,
Eric's answer is?
okay, is because I'm thinking that, I'm looking at it from the perspective that I'm the consumer.
Eric is looking at it from the perspective as the consumer. What does that mean?
He's the eater of the
You're the eater of the food.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of times there's more food than people are ballooning. Johnny said that is our culture. I don't know. I disagree. And I know that a few of our friends are going to they might actually hit me in the face for saying that. Violence is not the answer, people. It's not the answer. You get your Tall Tales t-shirt. I'm wearing mine.
I want to grab one of those, man.
Go to the 93.3 FM website, or just pay attention from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. every weekday to 93.3 FM on the radio dial, or on Facebook at The Point Guam, or on YouTube at The Ray Gibson Show. It's Tall Tales by Bob Klitsky and his producer, Jose Martinez. Today at 4 p.m. You can get your Tall Tales t-shirt from them. I did. I love it. Extra large. Fits me good. For Kandit News, I'm Troy Torres. Have a great afternoon.
feel that this environment is for anybody that wants to try something new. Whether it is CrossFit or powerlifting, we offer a safe space for someone who's never been athletically inclined to try something that they've never done before.
Bottom line is we're gonna make you a better person. You're gonna be healthier and fitter than you were before.